Executive Insight.
About 1.3 billion automobiles are said to be on the roads around the world. Autos make our lives convenient, but at the same time, the exhaust gases they emit also pose a threat to our environment. Helping to neutralize automotive exhaust gas are these ceramic components. Many automakers have adopted ceramics for purifying automotive exhaust. A global company boasting the top market share in this field can be found in Aichi Prefecture.
We're a manufacturer, so we need to continuously evolve. Technology becomes obsolete and the same product won't last infinitely. So it's crucial that we constantly draw talented people into those new fields. We also need to explore how to deploy and apply the technologies we've accumulated to advance to the next stage. We've put an extraordinary amount of effort in working towards that in development, and I believe that's led to the position we have today.
Since its establishment, the company has steadfastly focused on research and development of ceramics, with which it says it wants to forge a new future for the world. We discover how a leading global ceramics manufacturer is taking its business to new heights with its sights set on the next 100 years. NGK Insulators is headquartered in Nagoya City, Aichi Prefecture. Marking the centennial of its establishment this year, NGK Insulators was founded with the aim of realizing domestic production of insulators, a ceramic component indispensable for ensuring the stable supply of electricity. The president, Taku Oshima, describes the company's business since its establishment as a history of technological innovation.
Originally, the business started from the manufacture and sales of insulators. 100 years have passed since then, and during almost half that time, we've been engaged in the insulator business. From about the 1960s to the 1970s, during Japan's rapid economic growth period, we had to continue developing new products and build them into businesses.
Crucial in supporting transmission lines and isolating them from steel towers and various equipment, as well as for stable electricity supply, are insulators. In the Meiji era, in the late 1800s, Japan emerged from a long period of isolation, with electricity installations starting at the same time. But the insulators used were all products imported from overseas. At the time, domestic production of insulators was believed critical for the future of Japan. Established in 1919, NGK Insulators succeeded in that endeavor and subsequently continued to develop advanced insulators one after another, becoming a global leader in the field.
You could say that, as a company, we originally didn't have an extensive range of technologies aside from those for ceramics. The material properties of ceramics are continually developing, and use of the material is expanding into products with various applications. But while they weren't as widespread long ago, ceramics are a product with various applications. Put simply, the world of semiconductors didn't originally exist. But because ceramic technology started being used, the world of semiconductors expanded. Broadly speaking, insulators are products related to the electric power business, but ceramics are used in other areas such as electronic components, the auto-related sector, and the semiconductor field, and there's a growing need for products in which ceramics are applied and used. We are continuously exploring what we can do at an early stage. By doing so, our business in the 4 segments has been expanding rapidly.
NGK Insulators is currently focusing on 4 core business segments. Indispensable for modern society is the stable supply of electricity. NGK Insulators' traditional business continues to evolve. Testing is carried out daily to strengthen the durability of products so they can withstand harsh natural environments. What's more, it's NAS batteries, which allow large amounts of electric power to be stored, can realize the stable supply of renewable energy. It's a new system seen as indispensable for the next generation of the industry. The ceramic technologies developed by NGK Insulator are also helping to address environmental issues. Honey Ceram is a ceramic component that neutralizes the toxic substances in automotive exhaust gases. NGK Insulator's Honey Ceram is fitted on more than half of all cars on roads around the world. Many of us use smartphones and PCs every day. Beryllium copper alloy, which has exceptional tensile strength and elasticity, and a bonded filter integrating wafers of differing materials have been instrumental in making electronic devices smaller and more sophisticated. NGK Insulators technologies are also intricately linked to manufacturing in a wide range of industries. High-performance ceramics, resistant to both heat and corrosion, have been an innovative force in semiconductor manufacturing, while its low-level radioactive waste treatment equipment has been adopted by nuclear power plants across the country. Supporting social infrastructure and safeguarding the environment, the company continues to offer crucial support for advances in electronics technologies and next-generation manufacturing. Since its establishment, NGK Insulators has expanded its business by cultivating ceramic technologies and taking on the challenge of pursuing R&D in new realms.
We provide components to a section of the supply chain just before a final product is completed. Since many of our products are like that, we can't take the initiative and change the market ourselves. So what we need to do more than anything else is to somehow catch that information as quickly as possible and to respond by taking action right away. More importantly, we need to do things only we can do. Naturally, that means technology. We're a manufacturer, after all. Figuring out where we need to improve productivity is something we have to do regardless of the market. Those are the times when we have to carry out our work properly, to prepare for what comes next. That's the most important aspect.
Keep Up 30 is an initiative by NGK Insulators to maintain the sales ratio of new products at 30%. This is a postage stamp-sized rechargeable battery. Just 0.4 millimeters thick, small enough to fit inside a smart card. It's actually a revolutionary new solution, an ultra-compact, high-capacity lithium-ion battery developed by applying advanced ceramic technology, which is NGK Insulators' forte. CES, held in Las Vegas in the U.S., is one of the world's biggest electronics and IT exhibitions. At the show, the company's Enercera won an award for its innovative proposition and attracted attention from around the world. From IoT devices to smart cards, it's aimed at realizing future technologies that can make our lives more convenient. Work is already underway to build a mass production system for Enercera.
The requirements change depending on the usage. For example, what are called smart cards and the credit cards we use. Implementing effective security measures in the card field is extremely challenging. Illegal use amounts to billions of dollars around the world. There have been discussions of making systems with fingerprint identification functions so that only actual card holders can use their cards. But to run ID functions, you need control circuits inside the cards. And to run those control circuits, you need a power source. Ultimately, you need a small battery, something thin like a postage stamp. It's already been decided to be used for things like that. So it's an interesting development.
For 100 years since its establishment, NGK Insulators has been diversifying its products, leveraging the strength of its ceramic technologies.
Looking out across the world, we're a ceramics manufacturer. So there's no point getting into steel now, or cars for that matter. What we can do is limited. There are many scenarios as to how the world will change in the future. That's why we are always focused on what we can make that could benefit the world. For example, global warming is an issue that's unavoidable. The question then is, what technology is necessary to address that? What can we offer? We have to constantly find answers as quickly as possible and take action to turn them into products. That's what we have to continue doing.
From insulators to ceramics for purifying automotive exhaust, semiconductor products, NAS batteries, and other innovations. NGK Insulators has developed by diversifying its business in line with the times. Its challenge for the next 100 years has already begun.